All right, hello and welcome. Sorry for the delay. My name is Nicholas Callis. You're watching Bethel Park High School Softball on Blackhawk TV. We got a simulcast that we're working on with BPTV over on Comcast 21 and Verizon 32. We got some network issues right now that are preventing that from happening. Catch made out in right field for out number 3. So just to get you caught up, Peters Township just batted. Elena Tilka got on base. She reached on a single. Then Lemansky, Morgan, and Carson all got out. No strikeouts in this inning. 1 hit, and Bethel Park gave up no runs in that half inning. We'll keep you going. Bethel Park to bat in the bottom of the first inning. No score from Bethel Park High School softball field. You're watching Blackhawk TV on YouTube. My name is Nicholas Callis. I'm with Bethel Park Public Access Television covering Bethel Park High School softball. Julia Miller is up to the plate now for Bethel Park. We're working through some technical difficulties, so stay with us. It's also raining. We're trying to bring this game to you. Bethel Park Bethel Park played a scoreless top of the first inning. Now it's the bottom of the first. Their first chances to hit in this ball game, and Miller leading off for the Bethel Park Blackhawks. 0-1 pitch. Right over the middle, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Peters Township, the visiting team, playing Bethel Park. Home team at Bethel Park's softball field just up the hill from the high school. Pitch outside, counts 1 ball and 2 strikes. A couple of events going on today. The rain staying away for now, just some drops over the area. About 65 degrees, said at this point, and heavy overcast skies. Julia Miller at the plate, 1-2 coming. Too high. Count evens up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Julia Miller playing second base in this game, batting leadoff. 2-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and down goes Miller. First strikeout of the game for pitcher Lily Giulianelli. She's the pitcher and the flex player in this lineup for Peters Township. Now batting number 2 for Bethel Park is Campbell. Take for a ball, count as 1 ball and no strikes. Campbell in this game playing shortstop, batting second. Facing Giulianelli. 1-0's outside, just a bit too low and outside, counts 2 balls and no strikes. Giulianelli's 2-0. Too high, counts 3 balls and no strikes. Campbell way ahead in the count. 3-0 pitch on its way. That one right over the middle, taking all the way. Campbell, count is 3 balls and a strike. This game just getting underway. A brief top of the first inning. Bethel Park gave up no runs. Right now it's no score. Peters Township now pitching in Bethel Park's first at-bats of the game. Swing and a miss. And Giulianelli coming back now. After a 3-0 count to start, it's now full 3 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to work it all the way back. 3-2. Right over the outside edge. Called a strike. And Giulianelli now with 2 strikeouts and 2 hitters faced. And now 2 outs in this bottom of the first inning. Number 3 hitter, Cia Spano, coming up for Bethel Park, batting left-handed. 2 outs, bases empty. Bottom of the first inning, no score. Swing and a soft line drive out toward left field. As a matter of fact, it's shallow left field. It didn't even leave the infield. It's caught out there by Peters Township's shortstop, Audra Henke, and that will end the bottom of the first inning. So for Bethel Park, no runs, no hits. 2 strikeouts for Lily Giulianelli. For Peters Township, no runners left on base. After a full inning, no score. Bethel Park and Peters Township tied at 0. You're watching Blackhawk TV on YouTube. Simulcast coming on BPTV. This is Bethel Park High School softball. All right, top of the second inning, Bethel Park and Peters Township tied at 0. This is Bethel Park High School softball on Blackhawk TV. Five, 6, 7 due up for Peters Township. Left-handed hitter in, just off the on the outside edge. Called a strike. It's Emerson Gatton playing right field, batting 5th in this game. Facing Mackenzie Wade. Swing and a miss. Wade's got her down quickly in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Gatton versus Wade. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch, hit the dirt. Was a chase pitch, a bait pitch that Gatton did not take. Did not go after. Now the count's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Game being played at Bethel Park, so the Bethel Park softball field, just up the hill from the practice football field and tennis courts. Not one too far upstairs. Bethel Park's got all of their major fields all in one place, just around the school. It's almost like a campus. Very well laid out. Football's around here. Baseball is just down the hill. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive into right field. That's a base hit. That is Peters Township's 3rd hit of the game as that one went into right field. Runner on first to start this top of the second inning. Now here comes Maddie Renda, center fielder, batting 6th in this order for Peters Township. Second straight inning to start this game. The Peters Township's had its leadoff runner on base. Runner goes from first. Throw on to second is, well, it was on time, tagged just a bit late, applied by second baseman Miller. And into second base with a stolen base is Emerson Gatton. So runner in scoring position for the first time in this game. Nobody out. Top of the second inning, no score. At this point, his first couple innings moving rather quickly. Peters Township with the only offense. Bethel Park went down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first inning. That's a strike over the knees of Maddie Renda at the plate. Mackenzie Wade on the mound. Pitch is fouled away behind the plate, so Renda stays alive. Still 2 strikes on her. This is Blackhawk TV on YouTube. We're also in partnership with Bethel Park Public Access Television, so you can watch live sports. We pick select home games from Bethel Park all the time, so you can watch on your cable TV. You can watch online on YouTube. Do all the games streamed and broadcast live. That one swung on and missed. If you try to tune into cable right now, though, we've got a network issue back at the studio, so until we get that resolved, this game will not be on cable, but we're working on it. So if not, just go to YouTube, watch on Blackhawk TV. We got Ryder here who's running the camera for us and keeping everything looking sharp for you, watching wherever you may be. 7 hitter in the order up now, Hannah Donahue playing left field, batting 7th in the order. And that's a strike. Counts no balls and 1 strike. 1 out, Emerson Gatton. She singled, and now she's on second base. She stole a base in scoring position. 0-1. Swinging a ground ball left side of the infield, played by the third baseman, who throws over to first. And the out is recorded, so that's out number 2. Meanwhile, Gatton moves from second to third on the play, so she's 60 feet away with 2 outs. And now coming in, number 8 hitter in the order, Audra Henke. Henke playing shortstop in this game, batting 8th. And she hits here with an opportunity to give Peters Township an early lead. It's the top of the second inning, no score. She swings and misses at that pitch for strike 1. Mackenzie Wade still doing the pitching for Bethel Park. She's given up 2 hits to this point. Early on in this game, inning number 2 of a 7-inning game. Here's the 0-1. Just a bit low on the off-speed pitch, count even 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs, runner at third. That's Emerson Gatton for Peters Township. Peters Township with an opportunity to score. Mackenzie Wade on the mound, in position to prevent that from happening. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Swung right over it. 1 ball, 2 strike count. It's early, but a pivotal moment in this game for both teams. Here is the 1-2. Swinging a fly ball out toward left center field. Under it. Left fielder for Bethel Park. Catch made. That's Bitkowski. And with that play, the inning comes to an end. So for Peters Township, no runs on a hit. And that hit left in scoring position at third base to end this top of the second. Going into the bottom of the second, Peters Township 0, Bethel Park 0. You're listening and watching Bethel Park High School softball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube. All right, bottom of the second inning, Bethel Park to bat. And through the first inning, they went down in order. Belinda Bova set to bat. 4, 5, 6 hitters due up in Bethel Park's order. Facing Julian Ellie of Peters Township, who got 2 strikeouts in that bottom of the first inning. And set down Bethel Park 1, 2, 3. Peters Township got a runner in scoring position last inning, but failed to score. Still no score in this bottom of the second of 7 innings. That one fouled back. And that pushes the count to no balls and 2 strikes. Julian Ellie has been lighting up the strike zone and mixing pitches rather decently, and so far reflected in no hits given up through an inning. Nothing in 2 coming. Here it is. Swinging a fly ball, right field, but foul. That'll go out of play. And so that keeps Bova in the count. She's still down in it, though. No balls, 2 strikes. Just a bit off the corner there, well placed, but good discipline there from Bova to let that one go. Now it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Belinda Bova. Playing right field in this game, batting cleanup. He's leading off this bottom of the 2nd inning for Bethel Park's offense. Swinging a fly ball right field, and that will also be out of play down the hill, over the fence. And the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. So yeah, this is Blackhawk TV on YouTube. We're experimenting with doing some home sporting events now with multiple cameras and coverage for you. So tune in, check social media as well. You can follow Blackhawk TV on Instagram and BPTV, 4 letters, that stands for Bethel Park Public Access Television. Search on Facebook and Twitter for Bethel Park TV. Check their schedule and you'll see when you can watch games live on cable and on YouTube. Outside, Bova staying in this plate appearance. She's down 2 strikes. She works the count back even now, 2-2. No score, bottom of the 2nd inning. Peters Township on defense right now, and Bethel Park batting on offense in their offensive half of the 2nd. 2-2 coming. Swing. Center field, that will fall and split the gap. But around the middle of the outfielders got it in quickly. That was center fielder, as a matter of fact, to be specific, Maddie Renda, who played that ball in the middle of right center field. Got it in quickly, stopped Bova at second. So back-to-back singles for Bethel Park. Have 2 runners on with nobody out in this bottom of the 2nd inning. Still no score. Peters Township on defense, and now here comes Becky Gillenberger, the designated player in the order, batting 6th. That one caught a strike. Count is no balls and 1 strike. Becky Gillenberger also played basketball for the Bethel Park Blackhawks this past winter. Now playing for the softball team. She's down to the count, no balls and a strike. A little bit too high. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. You got Bethel Park and Peters Township. They're both bordering the Allegheny County line, very close to each other, both WPIAL schools. Line drive into left center field. That's going to fall for a base hit and roll toward the wall. 1 run scores. 2nd runner being waved. Relay to the plate is not in time. Both runners score. Bova scores from second. Duguid scores from first. Becky Gillenberger into second base. RBI double in Bethel Park after being put down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 1st inning. Scores 2. Still nobody out in this bottom of the 2nd inning. They're up 2-0 over Peters Township. And now here comes Mackenzie Wade, batting 7th and doing the pitching. So the mound opponents meeting for the first time. Ball gets away. And that'll allow Gillenberger to move into third base after that wild pitch. Sun beginning to shine a little bit through the clouds here in Bethel Park. About 67 degrees is the temperature. It's a warm day. Rain was a bit of a concern with overcast skies, but it's starting to look like it's becoming a rather fair day outside. 2-ball, no strike count now on Mackenzie Wade. Gillenberger on third base. Swing and a miss. Counts 2-1. Gillenberger doubled home 2 runs in this bottom of the second inning. Bethel Park up 2-0 on Peters Township. Peters had a couple runners on in each of the first 2 innings, but failed to score any. Swing and a miss. That evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bethel Park leading by 2. The bottom of the second inning of 7 regulation innings. Swing and a miss. So Giulianelli comes back in the count to strike out Mackenzie Wade. And that is out number 1 in this bottom of the second inning. Here comes Julia Bitkowski, playing left field, batting 8th in this order of 9 hitters. Both teams using the flex player, who doesn't bat but plays the field. Softball has a little bit of a deviation from baseball's designated hitter. They're just called designated players, and they can make some wild switches that a little too complicated to explain flatly. So if one happens, I'll let you know if it happens. 1 ball, no strike count on Bitkowski. 1 out in the inning. Gillenberger on third base. And Lily Giulianelli. Down low count is 2 balls and no strikes. Lily Giulianelli pitching. Scoreless perfect bottom of the first inning for Giulianelli, met by a 2-run Bethel Park bottom of the second. Bethel Park still in position to score here. That one called a strike. So it was Belinda Bova and Anna Dugood who had back-to-back singles. Gillenberger then doubled both of them home. It's 2-0 Bethel Park in the lead. On the ground, left side. Foul just to the left of the third base line, and now 2 strikes on Bitkowski. Sun's starting to peek out a little bit. The brightness is felt, but the clouds are still keeping cover, keeping us shielded from the sun out here at Bethel Park softball field. Just a bit off the plate. Bitkowski still working this count. 1 out runner on third. It's a 2-0 game. Bethel Park in the lead. They just took the lead in this bottom of the second inning. Time called. At the plate, Bitkowski will step out and then step back in. Fouled back toward the screen, so Bitkowski keeps his plate appearance going. Good plate appearances and at-bats from Bethel Park so far in this bottom of the second inning. And it's yielded them 2 runs. Bitkowski taking her time, now getting in the box. Giulianelli winds the arm and pitches. Fly ball into right field. Back toward the wall it goes. It's caught out in right field. And Gillenberger tagged but did not advance. So catch made out there in right field by Emerson Gatton. Gillenberger stays at third base on that play. So she's still in scoring position, but now 2 outs in this bottom of the second inning. Eliminates the sacrifice fly opportunity, and here comes McElvaney. And a strike called on the swing on McElvaney. No balls, 1 strike. McElvaney, the catcher, batting 9th. Lupe McElvaney with a runner on third and 2 outs. Strike called over the outside edge. Counts no balls and 2 strikes quickly on McElvaney. 0-2, here it is. Swing and a miss. McElvaney chased. McElvaney goes down 1-2-3 to Lily Giulianelli. And that'll end the second inning. Bethel Park, though, gets 2 runs on the Becky Gillenberger double. And after 2 full innings of play, it's Bethel Park 2, Peters Township 0. You're watching Bethel Park High School Softball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube. Top of the third inning here now. You're watching Bethel Park High School Softball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube. Doing live games throughout the entire spring sports season, hopefully carrying this into next year as well, maybe doing some away games, still experimenting. But we're starting with the home games this 2024 spring season, so hope you're enjoying. Happy to be bringing you this. We're also going to cover the Bethel Park softball team again. They're playing on Friday, 4 o'clock, same time at this very field. So you can watch that game as well. 2 features for softball. We've done a couple baseball games so far. Figured we'd keep it even. The baseball team playing South Fayette today. That game ongoing just down the hill. A pitch called a strike. Counts 1-1. Mackenzie Wade still on the mound for Bethel Park, and batting now is Laney Mountain. 9-1-2 hitters due up for Peters Township in this top of the third inning. But yeah, spring sports all over the place. Just check the schedule. Go to bptv.bethelpark.net if you want to see the entire BPTV schedule. We broadcast these games live on TV as we can. Today is a bit of a special occurrence because the network in the building over at the municipal building went down. So no TV broadcast right now as that one swung on and hit to the left side. Played by the shortstop. Throw to first is in time. Play there by Bethel Park's Campbell over there at shortstop. That'll be out number 1. Mackenzie Wade was pitching into some minor trouble through the first 2 innings, but ultimately Peters Township did not score. It's 2-0 Bethel Park leading as this Peters Township order flips over. Now it's Elena Tilka at the plate. That one at the knees, counts 0-1. Yeah, go to bptv.bethelpark.net and you can see the schedule for Bethel Park Public Access Television when these games are going to broadcast. That one swung on and hit in the air towards center field. That's going to fall in front of Bethel Park center fielder Cia Spano for a hit. That's the 3rd hit for Peters Township in this game. 2nd for Tilka in this game. She led off the first inning with a single. Now she's got another hit here. That puts a runner on first base with 1 out. Now I'm going to bring up the number 2 hitter, Skylar Lemansky. Lemansky 0 for 1 in this game. Tilka on first, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball out toward left field. Playable. Well in front of the track. Catch made for out number 2 by Bethel Park's Julia Bukowski. Tilka will go back to first base. Did not tag, so she retreats, tags up, and now with 2 outs, Mackenzie Wade still pitching. It'll be the number 2 hitter, or excuse me, the number 3 hitter for Peters Township, Mackenzie Morgan. Yeah, one more time. bptv.bethelpark.net will have the entire schedule for BPTV, but you can see when high school games are scheduled as that one's fouled off. We're doing most of the sports in the spring, not necessarily every week, but week to week the schedule changes depending on availability of students. We got Ryder here running the camera. Take any students who want to work these games, but we got these available thanks to the students here and thanks to staff over at BPTV. Swing and a miss. Counts 0-2. Yeah, boys volleyball boys and girls lacrosse, and then baseball and softball. The 5 sports featured on Blackhawk TV and Bethel Park Public Access. In the dirt, blocked. For just a second, then it squirts away from McIlvaney. Down to second goes Elena Tilka. So she's in scoring position now on that wild pitch. Mackenzie Wade still ahead in the count, though, on Mackenzie Morgan, the number 3 hitter of Peters Township. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Wade winds up, pitch on the way. It's in the dirt again. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bethel Park has a 2-0 lead over Peters Township in the top of the 3rd inning of 7 regulation innings. Here's the pitch. And tap foul behind the plate. So Mackenzie Morgan stays in the count. Elena Tilka on second. She's singled. She's 2 for 2 in this game. She's in scoring position. Peters Township down by 2 runs in the top of the 3rd. Mackenzie Wade will do it again. Here's the pitch. In the dirt again. Tilka's going to go to third base on another wild pitch. That runs the count full and gets Peters Township 60 feet closer to scoring its first run of the game. Three-two pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss right down the middle. Blew it by Mackenzie Morgan, and that strikeout ends the top of the 3rd inning. So a bit more danger for Bethel Park there. But ultimately no runs scored on 1 hit and 1 runner left on base in scoring position. After 2.5 innings, it's Bethel Park 2, Peters Township 0. You're watching Bethel Park High School softball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube. You're watching Bethel Park High School softball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube. Bethel Park up 2-0 in this softball game over Peters Township, and Bethel Park has its top of the order due up in the bottom of the 3rd inning of 7 regulation innings. That pitch misses upstairs for a ball, counts 1 ball and no strikes. Julia Miller at the plate. She's 0 for 1. She struck out in her first at bat of the game. Bethel Park scored a couple runs in the second as that one's fouled off. Scored a couple runs in the 2nd inning on a Becky Gillenberger 2-run double. Only runs scored to this point. Peters Township threatened in each of the first 3 innings to score, but they could not push across any runs. Lily Giulianelli still on the mound. She throws that pitch and Miller fouls it back. 2 strikes on Miller. That one missed. We'll be covering Bethel Park's game on Friday as well. They're playing at home. If you want to watch that game, you can right here on Blackhawk TV on YouTube. And the network issues get resolved back at Bethel Park Public Access. You'll be able to watch it on cable TV as well, if you prefer that method to consume your sports. But live sports all spring, softball, baseball, boys and girls lacrosse, and boys volleyball all being broadcast here. Not every single game, but plethora of games being broadcast week to week throughout this spring season. Giulianelli's pitch coming to Miller. Swinging a fly ball right side of the field. That'll go out of play over the fence down that right field line, so the count remains the same. 2-0 Bethel Park in the lead in this bottom of the third inning, playing at home against Peters Township. Pitch to Miller. Swinging a fly ball right field and fouled away again. Go out of play. It's a nice little field up here they have at Bethel Park. The fence does not encompass the whole field. They do have just an outfield wall, but still pretty nice. Nice backstop, healthy dugouts, and a fence that's among the taller ones on average. That one lined into right field. That, again, foul. Julia Miller is using the right side of the field, or at least trying to use the right side of the field. She just can't get it fair, but keeps this plate appearance going. Still 2 strikes on her. Bottom of the third inning, Bethel Park up 2-0 on Peters Township. Lily Giulianelli pitching for Peters, swinging a fly ball, popped up, right side of the infield, playable, that falls, and it's foul. So the Bermuda Triangle there from the right fielder, second baseman, and first baseman. No play made, and since that ball landed foul, Julia Miller will stay alive in this plate appearance. Another 2-strike pitch coming. Too low, ball 4, and Julia Miller, after many pitches thrown in that plate appearance, earns a walk after taking down low. So she's the leadoff hitter in the order. She led off this bottom of the third inning, and now she's aboard. And here comes Campbell for Bethel Park. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Go back here with a runner on first and nobody out. Swinging a tapper on the ground. Giulianelli will play it. Throw to first. Out recorded Giulianelli to Laney Mountain for the putout. So Peters Township gets an out on the play, but Julia Miller advances from first to second on the play. So 1 out runner in scoring position. Bethel Park already up 2-0 in this game. And now here comes number 3 hitter Cia Spano. Spano 0 for 1. She popped out to short in her first at bat of the game. She swings and misses. First lefty to come through the order for Bethel Park as well, batting in that 3 spot. Cia Spano batting against Lily Giulianelli. Here's the pitch. Swinging a line drive towards center field, over the head of Peters Township center fielder. It's up against the wall. On her way home is Miller. Cia Spano on her way to third base. And she's in there standing with a triple. An RBI extra base hit for Bethel Park. Another one for them. And that'll extend the Bethel Park lead up to 3 now. That ball was hit over the head of center fielder of Peters Township, Maddie Renda. Well struck. And you actually saw it right in front of us here, right in front of our cameraman Ryder. A nice view of that one up against the wall. 3-0 on the Cia Spano RBI triple. 3-0 is the score. Bethel Park over Peters Township at the bottom of the third. Now a ball taken there by Belinda Bova. Batting now. She contributed to that 2-run second inning that Bethel Park had. She hit a single to begin the inning and later scored on the Becky Gillenberger double. It's the bottom of the third inning of 7 regulation innings in this game. That one swung on and missed. So Bethel Park went down 1-2-3 quickly in the first inning and then broke out in that second inning with 2 runs. And so far only 1 out in this bottom of the third inning and 1 run in. Another runner 60 feet away. Line drive toward right field. That will fall in straightaway right field. Runner scores from third. Throwing to second quickly. Stops Bova with her second hit of the game. But this one in this bottom of the third inning is an RBI base hit. And with that, Bethel Park is up 4-0 now in the bottom of the third inning. Still 1 out in this bottom of the third inning. And Bethel Park erupting now. Pulling away with a hefty lead. Here's Do Good at the plate. Too low. Count is 1 ball and no strikes. Anna Do Good batting. She's 1 for 1 in this game as well. She also singled in the second inning and later scored on the Becky Gillenberger RBI double. On the ground, left side, backhanded by the shortstop, throws to second, but it's over the second baseman's head. And now Bova's going to try for third base. There goes Dogood to second, slide in, safe is Dogood. So nice stop by Audra Hankey to keep it in front of her on the infield, but her flip to second was not close. So you can credit Anna Dogood with a single, and then the throwing error allows both Dogood and Bova to advance. So Bova's on third base now. Anna Dogood on second base. 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out, and now time called as Peters Township going to talk this one over. That's David Young, the head coach, talking to his infield. That's the first mistake made by Peters Township in this game. Bethel Park had earned its runs up to this point, but a throwing error there costly. Instead of 1 out, now nobody out, and 2 runners in scoring position. Still with 1 out in the inning, so the sacrifice fly is in play for Bethel Park to continue to pile on. 6th hitter in the order, 6th hitter of this inning as well. Up to bat now, it's Becky Gillenberger. And she takes a strike, counts no balls and 1 strike. No ball, 1 strike count. Here's the pitch. Too high. Count even 1-1. Outside, counts 2-1. Fly ball and foul. Gillenberger hit a 2-run double back in the first inning. Or excuse me, the second inning. Gave Bethel Park its early lead. That one just missed. On the ground left side, Bova stays at second. A throw on to first base by Peters Township's shortstop for out number 2. But a run comes in on, no, excuse me, it does not come in on the play. Bova stayed at third base. That one fouled away for strike 1. Mackenzie Wade at the plate, batting with 2 outs and a runner on third base. Too high. All right, so we're working through some more technical difficulties here. Ryder holding the phone now. We've got a run in there by Mackenzie Wade. She singled home Linda Bova. So Bethel Park up 5-0 now, bottom of the third inning. And 2 outs in this bottom of the third inning of 7 regulation innings. And batting now is Julia Petkowski, who takes for a ball there. So Bethel Park got 2 runs in the bottom of the second inning. They've got 3 in now. 1 on with 2 outs. About third inning. And Petkowski, the 8th hitter to bat in this bottom of the third. That ball too far off the plate. Here comes the pitch. Called a strike over the outside edge. Petkowski down to the count now. McIlvaney on deck. If this inning were to be extended. Here it is. Fly balls toward the middle of the infield. And a foul ball. It dropped. Almost carried it a little too far out of the reach of Mackenzie Morgan. She had a beat on it for a second, but it falls in foul territory. So Petkowski stays in this plate appearance at least for one more pitch. Here it comes. On the ground, third base side. That's a fair foul ball. Umpires weren't too animated there, but that ball went foul just to the left end of the third base line. I misread the score as well. Scoreboard over here has a 6-0 Bethel Park in the lead. So we'll call it 6-0. Fly ball towards center field. Shallow center field. Second baseman calls off everybody else. And that's Avery Carson to make the play, and that'll end third inning. Bethel Park, though, gets 4 in that half inning. They lead 6-0 going to the fourth inning. You're watching Bethel Park Blackhawk High School Softball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube.
Yeah, right.
We gotta kill it.
I got you.
Not good.
Oh boy.